Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad to have you all as well. For those joining us live here on the radio side, as you guys know, today is the official start of the Medicare Annual Enrollment Period. Medicare eligibles will be looking for guidance on how to choose a plan that supports their physical and mental health and connects them with important community resources, and being able to look at plans that may be able to add things like we've been talking about on this program, that being, of course, virtual telehealth as well. Here to talk to us more about that, we're excited to welcome the president of Aetna Medicare, Christopher Ciano, who's going to connect with you guys a little bit about what you guys should know about your Medicare plans and where you guys can go for more information as well. Christopher, glad to have you back on with us.
Oh, my pleasure, Cyrus.
So I want to talk about, of course, what we're dealing with right now, Christopher. How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected the ways in which especially older adults connect with their communities and the resources available?
Yeah, I mean, we know that COVID-19 has impacted really almost every aspect of our lives, and probably most importantly, how we've been able to connect with communities and the resources in the communities, right? And that's really been impacted over the last 18 or 19 months. Older adults, social connection is such an important factor for good health. And unfortunately, even prior to the pandemic, risk of social isolation was really, really high. And that has only gotten sort of exacerbated by the pandemic because many older adults live alone and depend on others, right? So there's been this disconnect from the communities that people live and reside. And, a University of Michigan National Poll on Healthy Aging conducted mid-last year showed that half of older adults reported feeling isolated and disconnected from others and their communities. So we know really now is the time to reconnect seniors to their communities. We know there's a great interest in whether it's using wellness programs, help with technology, or even finding healthy meals. It's just a real need right now.
Yeah, I love that. So with that in mind, then, are there any resources then, Christopher, where people can be able to use them to make sure that they're making the right decision when it comes to their plan this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think picking a Medicare plan is such an important process, and it takes, a little bit of research because it can be confusing. And, first and foremost, I think your viewers should start to understand what are your own unique health needs. Are you a person that enjoys participating in a fitness class to stay active? Or are there prescription drugs you may take regularly to manage your health condition? When I actually was responsible for helping my own parents choose their plan, and I would ask them these same questions. What are your health goals and how do we fit a plan and pick a plan that meets them? But there's probably 4 tips that I think are important as we're upon the annual enrollment period. One is, ask yourself, does the plan fit your budget? Review the plan's out-of-pocket costs, because look at things like a premium or a deductible or copays. These can add up, and you want to make sure they can fit your monthly budget. Are your preferred doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies in the network? Does the plan's drug list cover your prescriptions? It's important not only is your drug covered, but where on the tiers of cost does it fall? And are there any coverage rules around that? Every year these plans change, so it's very important that you kind of look at this each year. And lastly, many Medicare Advantage plans cover things that traditional Medicare does not, extra benefits like vision, dental, and hearing. So if dental or vision is important to you, then you want to pick a plan that has the best dental or vision coverage as an example.
Love that. Some really great tips there. Again, everyone, Christopher Ciano has been our guest, the president of Aetna Medicare, talking with us about, of course, the enrollment period that begins now, the annual enrollment period for Medicare. So make sure you guys are making plans to be able to look at your plan to see what might be best for you. Christopher, where can our audience go for more information?
Well, they can certainly get information and helpful resources by visiting our aetnamedicare.com website or call our toll-free number at 844-588-0035. They can also go to the Medicare.gov website, use their specific zip code. They'll see all the plans that are available to them. or use a trusted or local broker or advisor. These are great resources.
All right, Christopher, thank you so much for taking out this time again. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to our next conversation together.
Thank you, Cyrus.
And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our news you can use here at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live, and let's go make today amazing. Take care.